So if you saw our last video, you know that August 11th is my anniversary.
Yes.
It marks 11 years, my golden year.
Yeah, August 11, 2011, and it is your 11th year. So I think you should make a wish. Blow out the candle. This is the candle.
Oh.
Good job.
11 years, it's pretty wild to think about. I want to celebrate because I'm happy to be live, happy to be here. So that's what we're going to do today. Thank you, Google, for sponsoring this celebration on my anniversary.
I don't have a chair.
You can sit on my lap. Just a couple of wheelchair users. Hi.
Hello.
So today I want to go somewhere delicious because I'm a food man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go find some good food.
Yes, yeah, it's such an interesting day. The more time that goes by, the more you're viewing this day differently, because I'm sure the first 5 years or whatever, it may have been harder. August 11th, every time it came around, and probably brought back a lot of like tough memories.
Yeah, well, I think I was scared of that. So in the beginning, like, I didn't really want to acknowledge those tough days. But I think the longer I've been injured, actually, the more I think about it, because it's a lot of history. My life really changed, and I'm happy with where my life is today. And I didn't really expect that. And so I think about that a lot. Like, what 16-year-old me expected out of life in a wheelchair is a lot different from what 27-year-old me expects.
Do you like calling it your life day?
Yeah.
Or anniversary? Which one?
I kind of like anniversary.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like both. I think life day's pretty cool too, though.
I call it like my life birthday.
Yeah.
But it's also my anniversary.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that makes sense or not. But I'm happy to be alive. That's for darn sure.
Yeah. If you haven't seen our latest video that Cole posted on his anniversary, you should go watch it. Last year on Cole's 10 years, we all did a little special like tribute to Cole, and it was a beautiful video, and you really loved it.
Yeah, that was special. It's been a good 10 years. I'm happy.
I'm happy too. Yeah.
That was a really special video.
It was.
Because, you know, it was a great reminder that I wasn't alone in my injury. You know, there were a lot of people who were going through it with me. And, you know, it was traumatic, not just for me, but for, you know, my family and my loved ones. So seeing everybody and like hearing their experience and how proud they are of, you know, where I am today, it really hit me in the feels.
Yeah. But I love what you did this year, like kind of flipping the script and like talking about where you are, and it was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for your kind words.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your family and community are always here to support you.
I'm lucky. I'm a lucky boy.
Do you have any advice for like someone who is going through an anniversary and has a harder time when that day comes around?
Yeah, I do. I think it's really important to bring to the front of your mind the fact that you're still here, and that alone is an accomplishment.
Yeah.
And even if you feel like you have more life to live, just be proud of what you have done and let that encourage you and motivate you to go do more and live more of the life that you would like to live. That's my biggest thing. And so for all my friends out there on your anniversary, just be proud of yourself. You're still here, still kicking it, rolling it, and just embrace life. Be ready to go out there and take the day.
Exactly. No, I think that's really good advice. And also, like, I have another question.
Oh.
So for those people who feel like they don't have the resources to get out there and explore life, because, you know, you're very fortunate to have a community that helped you raise money for certain things and just having that support system, but like not everyone has that.
Right.
So like, how could they find that?
That's a great question. It is hard to figure out what resources are available to you right after an injury, especially like when you're just focusing on surviving. But they are out there, and there are a lot of organizations that will help connect you to those resources. For example, United Spinal Organization was really, really helpful in getting me set up and getting me in touch with a community who knows how to navigate those things. They have a great website with all these resources. Another one that was instrumental for me is in Virginia, we have the Department of Aging and Rehabilitative Services. And what they do is after your injury, they help you get back into work. So my biggest one was having a vehicle that I could drive in.
Yeah.
And so if you have a vehicle that can be modified, they will pay for those modifications for you.
One time.
And so that's how I got our truck modified. So people are always like, oh my gosh, how can you afford this awesome truck? We couldn't.
No.
It was DARS that paid for the modifications.
Yeah.
So there are resources out there. It's just going out there and finding them.
Yeah.
So there's lots of stuff.
No, it's really awesome. I think it's good for people to know their resources because I feel like a lot of times people don't know what resources they have, and that's where they struggle. And there are a lot of like communities too where you can participate in different activities that are paid for. So like through different groups you can go hiking or surfing, adaptive surfing. Like there's so many things you can do. You just have to do the research and find out those resources.
Yeah, just look it up, put yourself out there, and you might find there's a lot of stuff available to you.
Yeah, does that make you feel more included and like you belong into society when you have those activities for you?
Yeah, I would say a lot of things have changed over the 11 years. I really do feel that the world has become more accessible. I'm sure part of that is like figuring out how to navigate a world that isn't entirely accessible.
Yeah.
But organizations and companies and restaurants are starting to pick up on like, we are out here, we are, consumers, and we want to consume your products, your food. So like give us access, and that's just more money in your bank, So it's something that I'm super proud of, like being 11 years post-injury. I've had this opportunity now with Charisma to work with a bunch of brands and companies that care about accessibility. And we feel so privileged to be able to share what a lot of these companies are doing because it makes a difference for us. It makes life easier. It really does. Thank you, Google, for sponsoring a portion of this video. One of my favorite features that they've just rolled out recently is called accessible places.
Yeah.
So if you break out your device and you're looking at a restaurant that you want to go to, if you use Google Maps, you can see on there accessible places. You have to turn that on in your settings, and it will show you whether that restaurant has accessible parking, an accessible entrance, seating, bathroom, all that stuff. And it's just super helpful because going out, sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get and you just show up and you realize you can't even get into the restaurant or they don't have a bathroom or don't have a table for you, and it just sucks. It's a real bummer.
I really love that feature, and we actually use it all the time. Another feature that you can find is identity-owned businesses. So this feature is available on Google Search, Google Maps, and Google Shopping. And for me personally, being a Black woman, I love supporting diverse businesses. Being able to see these badges and finding out if it's woman-owned, Black-owned, Latino-owned, or veteran-owned, that's amazing for me. And Cole and I just love seeing this feature. Us being foodies, we love it all.
Yeah, and we always find the best food at small businesses.
Yes.
I swear.
Yeah.
So we love exploring, and that's what we're going to do today. We found a place called Kettle, and it's a Black-owned business, small business, and they're very accessible according to accessible places. So we're going to go try out. They have fried chicken. I love fried chicken.
I know. I'm so excited. People have actually been recommending this place to us. It is in Culver City, and so we're finally going to go there and get some fried chicken. I'm so excited.
I'm ready.
So this place has accessible bathrooms.
I think everything was checked off the list.
I think so too.
So entrance, parking, bathroom, and table, all accessible.
Perfect.
So we're gonna go verify that for ourselves.
Yeah, and let you know how this fried chicken is, y'all. Thank you again, Google, for sponsoring a portion of this video. Now let's get to our date night.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. How many tries does it take for Cole to push the elevator button?
That many. 4. Hi, we're here. We just ordered. I'm very excited for this chicken. The only thing I was bummed about is they only do their special mac and cheese on the weekends. Y'all know I'm a mac guy, so we'll have to come back on the weekend to give that a try. But she did talk us into a pie, so we're gonna have some pie. What do you think about that?
I'm excited. I love some chicken and waffles or chicken and pancakes. I love hot cakes.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be good.
And the peach cobbler. She said it was really good. And I love me a peach cobbler.
I know you do. How good. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. This looks so good.
Down in Louisiana, where the tall, tall pine trees grow, there live a preacher daughter and she knows how to jelly roll. And a papa wanna save my soul, but a sweet talking daughter, Lord, she loves to jelly roll. Yes, she do.
Okay, what's the verdict, Cole?
2 quad thumbs up.
It was really good.
That was delicious. I'm so full.
Me too.
I think we said it at the same time.
Yeah. They're so good.
This is my happy face.
Okay, so we would have eaten all of it, but we had to save room for the peach cobbler.
I know. Oh my gosh. But it looks decadent. I'm ready for this. You can do it. Dun, 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 dun.
That looks delicious.
That looks scrumptious. Is it flaky? Wait.
Probably.
Oh, it's flaky.
Are you ready to give it a try?
Yeah. The sweetness.
So sweet.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's a bike door next to us.
I wonder what they're learning about. They're standing beside a statue. They can probably see us whispering. Anyway, we're super full. Lunch was delicious.
Yeah.
Had an interesting moment leaving. We came over here, and the security man walking around to me goes, "Good job, man."
Good job for getting out of the house.
I guess. I don't know. Did I push my chair really well or something?
Maybe.
Good job, man.
Good at pushing that wheelchair, babe.
Anyway, that was interesting. But lunch was fantastic. Definitely would recommend Honey's Kettle. Fried chicken. Oh, I've been needing that fix.
I know. It's
Got it.
so good.
They got windy, so now we're waiting for the wind.
There's something behind us. It just got super windy. Okay, we're all clear. The bike took people left.
They're gone. But I gotta say, something I really loved about Honey's Kettle was the people in there. It was a very diverse crowd. There were young people, there were old people, there were white people, black people, brown people, there were able-bodied people, there were disabled people. It was great. I feel that's the kind of place where I feel like I belong.
Yeah. It feels...
Wow.
Dude, I don't know how to film this.
We relocated.
Yeah, it was way too windy over there, so we came to a less windy area.
But we were saying, Honey's Kettle is awesome because it's super inclusive, and
Yeah.
I felt like I belong for sure, which I love that feeling.
No, it was amazing. I highly recommend checking it out. Thank you to those who recommend it. Very good choice, or very good recommendation.
All right, we're gonna take our full bellies back to Sophie Girl, see what she's up to. She's probably bored without us.
I know everyone always, well, you guys probably are wondering why we don't bring her, but it's because it's much harder for Cole to film and have her. So in order for Cole to film and be involved, it's it's easier to not bring her. And when I say film, like him using the camera.
Yeah, even just like pushing around and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Having Sophie with us just makes things more challenging.
Yeah.
Which is not her purpose. Her purpose is to be of service.
Yeah.
So.
And when I'm with Cole, like, it's not necessary for him to have her. So when he's by himself, of course he has Sophie, because then she's, more needed than if I'm here and I can just pick stuff up for Cole, so.
Yeah, it does tear a piece of my heart out every time we leave her at home.
I know.
I want to take her everywhere.
I know.
So let's go see Sophie, see what she's up to.
Let's go see it. But did you enjoy your little outing, celebrating and remembering the past 11 years?
Yeah, it's days like these that, keep me grounded, reminding me that life is awesome. Food is awesome. That's a big part of my life. So yeah, I'm just very happy. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be with you.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be doing the things we're doing, working with companies like Google on accessibility topics. Like, I just feel like I have a very full life.
Yeah.
And that brings me joy.
Yay, that's good.
Thanks for hanging out with me and Charisma on our little anniversary date.
Yes.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out Honey's Kettle and stay
Stay positive.
Gotcha.